You talk a lot about attachment parenting. I mean, you kind of wrote a book about attachment parenting and you blog about it. I was trying to figure out exactly what it meant when I was reading the blogs and when I was looking it up. Could you define attachment parenting?
Yeah, I mean, attachment parenting is an umbrella term that's used to describe what a lot of people consider mammalian parenting, meaning the way that mammals parent is to give birth to babies, to nurse them, to sleep safely near them, which is healthy for all sorts of hormonal reasons, to keep your baby close to you, which again is hormonally positive, regulates a lot of things, including breastfeeding and colic and things like that. So yeah, people who are attachment parents, it's not like it's an all or nothing business. There are people who have had C-sections who are attachment parents and people who don't breastfeed or don't want to breastfeed. It's not an all or nothing. It's literally an umbrella term that's become so politicized, but it basically refers to parenting the way your body naturally is inclined to parent, and all of the other modifications that we make because of work and personal choices. It doesn't invalidate your goodness as a parent. No one said that the only way to be a good parent is to parent that way. It worked for me. It worked for my kids.
Absolutely not, but why do you think it becomes politicized? Why do you think the general public is suspect of or is suspicious of parenting that way?
Well, that's the way that humans have parented and that primates have parented for all of human history, save for about the last 200 years. So there's a lot of, I think, very interesting sociological reasons why, birth was taken away from a woman's community and brought into sterile medical offices and men making decisions about how women should birth and what it should look like, and that breastfeeding is unhygienic and it's creepy and it's not, puritanically coherent to breastfeed a child, which is completely not true. So there's been a lot of shifts in the last 200 years or so that have kind of taken us away from that. I think also, women joining the workforce and the women's movement sort of not having women need to be at home is often at odds with the kind of parenting where, you're, for example, breastfeeding on demand or kind of constantly the primary caregiver, the mother being the primary caregiver. That can be in conflict with a lot of sort of current political trends. But I think the important thing to remember is there's not one way to do it. No one's saying that there is, but because people want to honor what their body is made to do, that shouldn't be, I don't think, a source of judgment or an assumption that I'm then criticizing people who don't do it that way.
Yeah, I don't think you're criticizing people who
I'm not. Some people might. I'm not.
I don't think you are either. But I do think I can see where someone who doesn't do it hears maybe the phrases that this is the way animals have always done it as a certain sort of staunch reason to do it.
Well, but see, this is the thing I think that we've gotten into with sort of parenting politics. Two things can't be equivalent. If you breastfeed, that's not the same as not breastfeeding. If I drink a soda, that's not the same as not drinking a soda. So I think it's important to use language to say what is consistent with the way our body was made and what's not, but not to make judgment about that. And if you would like to change your lifestyle to make it more consistent with that, that's great. But no one's saying you're not a good parent or that your child won't be securely attached if you don't do that.